Welcome back to the TechnoDog channel. On this channel, we compare various smartphones, and today's video will be dedicated to the Oneplus 7T Pro and the iPhone 11 Pro Max. We're going to go in depth about the characteristics and capabilities of these smartphones. You can find links to stores where you can compare the value of these smartphones in the description box below the video. But before I start, please subscribe to the channel, click on the bell, and like this video. The comparison of the Oneplus 7T Pro and the iPhone 11 Pro Max will start with the appearance. There are many differences in the design of these devices. The Oneplus 7T Pro received a glass case with Gorilla Glass protection. In front, it has a large frameless display with a built-in fingerprint scanner. The scanner works very quickly and almost always on the first attempt. The screen is devoid of a drop-shaped cutout since the front camera is retractable and located on the upper edge of the smartphone. The power and sound buttons are on the right and the volume buttons are on the left. On the bottom, there is a slot for 2 nano SIM cards, a USB Type-C connector, and a speaker. The Oneplus 7T Pro does not have a headphone jack. The iPhone 11 Pro Max has also received a glass case with a metal frame. The smartphone is protected against dust and moisture according to the IP68 standard and is not afraid of immersion in water. On the front of the iPhone is a large screen with the usual notch for Apple products, where the sensors in the front camera are located. Screen protection is provided by scratch-resistant glass with an oleophobic coating. There is no fingerprint scanner in the smartphone. The owner recognition function is performed by Face ID. The location of the buttons on the iPhone 11 Pro Max is as follows. On the left side are the volume buttons and sound modes, and on the right is the power button. There is also a slot for 1 nano SIM card. The Chinese version of the smartphone is equipped with a slot designed for 2 nano SIM cards. On the bottom of the phone is the speaker, microphone, and lightning connector. On the back of the Oneplus 7T Pro, there is a vertical module with cameras and a flash that protrudes slightly above the case. The smartphone is available in blue. There is another version of the Oneplus 7T Pro, called the McLaren Edition, that has a patterned rear surface with an orange edging on the camera module and around the edges. On the back of the iPhone 11 Pro Max is a square module with 3 cameras, a flash, and a microphone. The surface of the case has a matte coating, which should provide the smartphone with additional protection from scratches. The iPhone 11 Pro Max is available in 4 colors: gray, silver, gold, and dark green, which has been dubbed midnight green. The Oneplus 7T Pro uses a 6.67-inch screen with a fluid AMOLED matrix, which has high brightness, so the on-screen images are perfectly visible in the sun. The screen resolution is 1440 by 3120 pixels, and the aspect ratio is 19.5:9. The main feature of the Oneplus 7T Pro's screen is its refresh rate, at 90 Hz. Videos and animations on the screen are displayed with great fluidity. In the settings of the smartphone, you can change the frequency to the usual 60 Hz. You can also change the matrix calibration and resolution in the screen settings. The iPhone 11 Pro Max received a screen with a diagonal of 6.5 inches and a resolution of 1242 by 2688 pixels. It has an aspect ratio of 19.5:9. It uses the Super Retina XDR OLED matrix, which, unlike the IPS matrix used in earlier Apple technology, has improved contrast. Not only that, but its maximum brightness reaches 800 nits. The Oneplus 7T Pro uses the Android 10 operating system in the proprietary Oxygen OS 10 shell. In the latest update of this shell, the lock screen has become more informative. The time, calendar, weather forecast, playable tracks, and notifications from applications can now be found on the lock screen. With Android 10, dark mode has become available and it's integrated into almost all applications. Gesture management has also been changed. The application menu is now available in 2 versions. In standard mode, all applications are displayed on the screen. The second option offers search and tags, where categories are displayed on the screen, clicking on which you can find the desired game or program. The Settings app is now better organized, and related functions are grouped together. A new lighting effect called Horizon has been added, which illuminates the lock display on the sides in different colors. In addition, in Oxygen OS, you can customize the appearance of notification icons, change application icons, their color, and font. The iPhone 11 Pro Max received the new iOS 13 operating system. One of the main innovations of this operating system is that it has a dark mode, which is integrated into all interface elements in standard smartphone applications. In the camera application, it became possible to change the light intensity and take pictures in monochrome. Also, iOS 13 has expanded the capabilities of Face ID. You can now log into your Apple account using Face ID. Siri Voice Assistant also got new features. For example, creating quick commands and reading out incoming messages. In terms of performance, iOS 13 is faster than the previous version of the operating system. So unlocking a smartphone using Face ID has become 30% faster, and the speed of opening some applications has almost doubled. The OnePlus 7T Pro uses a 48-megapixel Sony IMX586 laser sensor with laser autofocus as the main camera. In addition, there is an ultra-wide-angle lens with 16 megapixels and a viewing angle of 117 degrees, and a telephoto lens with 8 megapixels providing 3 times optical zoom. The night mode offers great quality photos in low-light conditions. In the camera application, there's a super macro mode, which allows you to use an ultra-wide-angle module for focusing at a distance of 2.5 centimeters. As for recording video on the main camera, the smartphone allows you to shoot in 4K resolution with a frequency of 60 frames per second. There's stabilization, and there is also a 960 FPS slow motion mode. There's also a 16 megapixel front-facing camera with a Sony IMX471 sensor, which allows you to take excellent quality selfies with blurred backgrounds. The iPhone 11 Pro Max has 3 cameras with 12 megapixels each. This is an ultra-wide-angle camera with a viewing angle of 120 degrees, a wide-angle camera, as well as a module with optical image stabilization and 2 times optical zoom. The iPhone 11 Pro Max has got a new bright flash and redesigned smart HDR mode, which has become more intelligent. New effects have been added to the portrait lighting mode. Video recording can be carried out in 4K resolution with a frequency of 60 frames per second. As for the front camera, it is 12 megapixels that can shoot 4K video at 60 frames per second. The OnePlus 7T Pro received an octa-core Snapdragon 855 Plus processor, clocked at 2.96 GHz and an Adreno 640 video accelerator. In the Antutu test, the smartphone scores more than 480,000 points, making the OnePlus 7T Pro one of the most powerful Android phones at the moment. The phone has 8GB of RAM, and the OnePlus 7T Pro McLaurin Edition has 12GB of RAM. The amount of internal memory is 256GB. It's not possible to install a memory card to expand the memory. The iPhone 11 Pro Max has received a new 6-core Apple A13 Bionic processor. The smartphone has 4GB of RAM. As for the built-in memory, 64, 256, and 512GB versions of the smartphone are available. The ability to install a memory card is not provided in either smartphone. In the Antutu test, the iPhone 11 Pro Max scores 456,000 points, which makes it the most powerful smartphone from Apple at the moment. In terms of communications, the iPhone 11 Pro Max supports dual-band Wi-Fi, including the new AX standard. The OnePlus 7T Pro has support only up to the ACC standard, but the OnePlus 7T Pro McLaurin Edition comes with support for 5G networks. The devices use Bluetooth version 5.0. An NFC module is present in both smartphones. The OnePlus 7T Pro has a 4085 mAh battery. It can reach up to 35 hours of talk time. The smartphone supports Warp Charge fast charging technology from a 30-watt power adapter, but does not support wireless charging. The battery capacity of the iPhone 11 Pro Max is 3,969 mAh, which provides 21 hours of use in a telephone conversation. The smartphone supports USB Power Delivery 2.0 fast charging and charges up to 50% in half an hour. The iPhone 11 Pro Max has QI wireless charging support. There are already a lot of reviews on the internet about the OnePlus 7T Pro and the iPhone 11 Pro Max. I analyzed them and will now tell you what the owners of these smartphones write most often. I'll start with the negative. OnePlus 7T Pro. There is no memory card slot. Does not support wireless charging. There is no 3.5mm headphone jack. iPhone 11 Pro Max. Lack of 3D touch. High price. There is no standard headphone jack. Positive, OnePlus 7T Pro. Powerful Snapdragon 855 Plus processor. 90Hz refresh rate. High quality shots. Fast fingerprint scanner under the screen. iPhone 11 Pro Max. Water protection. Long battery life. Great quality photos at night. Large and bright screen. As you can see, both smartphones have become worthy representatives of their companies, and it will be difficult to determine the winner. Each device is good in its own way. In the description box under the video, you will find links to online stores where you can find prices for these smartphones. And with that, today's video comes to an end. New videos are coming on the TechnoDog channel. In order not to miss them, click the bell and subscribe to the channel. I will also be grateful for the likes and comments under the video, where you can write what you think about these smartphones and which devices you would like to see compared in the near future. See you soon! Bye everyone!